Hi there, how are you all doing today? I hope that you're doing great, that you're blessed, and that you're crafting. Get your mind busy on something positive and creative. So, I'm here trying to figure out what to do today. I have this left from the masterboards that I painted and glued together a bunch of trash on. Not much, which I'm very happy about. And I'm not quite sure what to do with this. I want to fix this book. If you remember, it got to be too much for this journal to glue it on the spine. It was too much tension. So I do need to cut it shorter to fit in this bag here. And I would like to figure out how to decorate it. I don't know, it's a challenge. I do have that art from that young woman, and I want to keep that. I think I am going to paint it maybe, and maybe we can paint this, the outside, and or add fabric to it and do a collage on it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. This is fabric and fabric collage, right? Maybe we can do something like this. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm going to cut this, make it shorter. Here's the booklet. It's considerably smaller, the height and the width, and it fits perfectly in the bag. I have picked out some fabric to cover the booklet. I love soft squishy books, soft covers. So let's see what I can do with this variety of fabric. I have some fabric that is bright, whimsical. I have fabric that's more muted, that can calm things down. Hopefully something good comes out of this. What I'm planning on doing is just sewing a bunch of these pieces together every which way into a quilt-like pattern and then glue them to the book. Here's my little patch of fabric. I haven't sewn it yet, and I added a piece of trash here that I had cut off of the edges of the book, and I have some more of that stuff plus other trash from other pages, and I'm thinking it would be nice to combine it with the fabric right here on the cover. And maybe, I don't know if I can use some of this leftover trash. Here's my patchwork, and I sewed all the pieces. I ran them under the sewing machine. I did some white stitching, black stitching, zigzag, straight stitch, just a bunch of stuff. And I think it's pretty nice. I was trying to add some of the trash I had. I started here with a little bit of magazine piece, but I couldn't find anything to go around, so I just covered that up. And what I did leave is a few pieces of that drawing paper from that book, from that young girl's art. And I left the little pieces here. I thought this was interesting. The little windows I had cut off from the book because I had to make it shorter, so I ended up cutting off some of her art. So a little bit of the windows there and here. I think they add a nice little interesting touch there. So I left those. I think those are cute. And the rest is just fabric. I'm just going to glue it, and that'll be it for the cover. Here's a nice tattered booklet, not very even, and that's fine. Now the challenge is figuring out what to do on the inside. How to approach it. I would like to use some fabric and collage. I wonder if we can use some of the snippets that I made. Let's see. I think I'm going to use some of it, but I want to paint the background. It seems a bit busy for me right now. Maybe something like this and some fabric behind it. I'm not sure. Or paint. I'm going to add this piece of fabric to this. I don't love this fabric, but it'll be covered up with a snippet, and I think that will look good. I'm not trying to do fancy art in this book. I'm not sure I love this dark edge here. It's very, I don't know, very dark looking. Yeah, it's dark, very dark looking. It needs color. So I'm thinking maybe this washi tape would help. And this book is so imperfect. The edges are not quite right. The washi tape's right there exposed. That's fine. It's just a trash journal. A little trash book inside the big trash journal. I do feel like it still needs more color. I have these that are pieces that I did in 2017 probably, or 2016. And they were so fun to do. It's just paint that I put on paper. And then I sat in front of the TV and I doodle a bunch of little lines. So you get these busy pieces, and it would be nice to use maybe these in this book. And this is the little quilt that we did the other day. Maybe I can add some color somehow. Maybe just more washi tape. And I can also color a little bit of this, give it pops of color. Okay, the first spread of the book is done. I like it. It's cute. I love it, actually. It just needed a pop of color, and here in the middle I added some little hearts made out of that painted paper that I did in one of the videos. And that's just so much fun. I think it's precious. So this girl's art is preserved here, and I just added a little color to it. Now let's see what happens with the rest of the book. I pulled out a little bit more trash to see how I can use it here. Let's see. I do want to add my art pieces somewhere and try to figure out how to combine them with the trash. I will probably be coloring the rest of her art here. Oh, this one is one that's loose that I do want to add here. Maybe this quilt we created of painted papers can go here somewhere. I like that together. That's nice. That's nice too. This could be just a background for the Word of God, a Bible verse, a card, some journaling, something simple. I like that. It's funny because I really like this piece and I really don't want to use it here in this little trash journal. I get attached and it's been years. It's silly because I do have these other ones that are the same age and I like them. Here's a bike. So they're abstract. They're super busy. It was just relaxing as you listen to something on the TV, you know. It's a great activity to engage in creativity. So maybe I should go ahead and use this one and forget it. You know, it's being used in a good way. I don't know. I have a hard time parting with it. I don't know why. Maybe if it was a different journal that was more artsy, just for art, I think that wasn't trashy. As I'm crafting, I am listening to the Psalms, and I want to share what stood out to me. Psalm 16 is what caught my attention because it says, "Preserve me, O God, for in you I take refuge." That stood out to me because I always want the Lord to preserve me, and I want to take refuge in Him. I am prone to anxiety, so that is the place where I want to be. Verse number 2 says, "I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. I have no good apart from you." That's where I want to be. He is my Lord. Verse 5 says, the Lord is my chosen portion and my cup. Verse 7, I bless the Lord who gives me counsel. Verse 8, I have set the Lord always before me, because he's at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. So all this to say that I choose to be in the Lord and abide in him. And so verse 9 says, therefore, because of all these things, because I want him to be my Lord, I want to take refuge in him, because he is my everything, because I bless the Lord. Therefore, my heart is glad, my whole being rejoices, my flesh dwells secure. Verse 11 says, you make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. So I encourage you, abide in the Lord so that you can reap these wonderful blessings of joy, pleasures of the Lord forevermore. If you abide in him, he is faithful. He answers prayer. The other night, I woke up anxious about a personal matter, and I asked the Lord to show me if what I was doing was correct. I want his will, not mine, and to give me peace. And he gave me peace immediately. My heart was filled with joy, a cozy feeling. I encourage you, seek him, seek his will. So here's a little book, and I have worked on all the pages. I don't like this page so much. It's kind of weird because this is not my art. It's this stranger's art, this young woman. And I wanted to enhance it a little bit just to make it a bit brighter. And I like how I did this, but over here, I overdid the tree. And I don't like it. And I feel like I'm in someone else's territory. I don't want to disrespect her art. But this was sold, so what I'm going to do, it's not that bad. What I'm going to do is cover this like this and do some journaling. Add Psalm 16 to it and leave it like this as it flipped. And I think that looks good there. It calms things down. This one I like, okay, it's very childlike. And I used the snippet that we made the other day. I think I may add something here, maybe a word. Maybe I will journal here what this is about. It's about this girl's art that I am just using up, giving it new life, giving it a new home. Other than that, I think it's pretty cute. I like it. It's nice. I love doing these. I've done them before. It's just painted papers, and they act as little charms. And I just love that. They're hearts. And I did that at the beginning here as well. So that's a lot of fun to do. I'm just going to journal here, maybe journal here. And that's it. We'll be done with this little booklet and we can put it inside the journal. I'm happy about it. I like it. Here's my journaling. I like that. And I am thinking that instead of writing here, I may do just a big card. Something big like this. Right on the back. And the front, keep it very simple because this is so busy. Hopefully some trash. Let's see. I found this card. I think it's pretty. And I think I'm going to put it here. And put this like a belly band. Something like that. It's trash. And then maybe I can put on top a long sticker. That would be nice. And on the back of this, I will write a little journaling again. So that's nice. Let's see if some of these words work. I have these Bible verses. Let's see. Let's go by color. I think this green-yellow color would work well. Give thanks unto the Lord. 1 Chronicles 16:8. This is the day which the Lord has made. The Lord is my strength and my shield. These are all great, of course. And I really like this color. I like the yellows because we have yellows over here. And it would be nice to have a pop of it here. For we live by faith, not by sight. Maybe too much white. I think I like the solid better. Thank God for what you have. Trust God for what you need. I like these. I found these at Walmart years ago. Blessed are the peacemakers. Those would be good. I like that too. This one, the color, but it's smaller. Let's do one of these. This reminds me almost of a city, a village. And it's because I see little images here that could be little houses that I could bring out if I got ambitious enough. I don't think I'm going to do it. And some of these look like mountains to me, like landscape. And this could be like a park and some houses and mountains. This reminds me of a village because on this journal, I glued one down like it, one of these. And I had highlighted a little church there. And I added a woman and a child, butterfly trees and flowers and a little girl over here, and it says home. So to me, that's like a happy little village. And so that's why this is reminding me of a village, of course, because I did that in here. I think I'm going to use this one. This is the day which the Lord has made. Psalm 118:24. There. That's very cute. Very nice. Just a happy page. And I'm done with the book. I like it. I think it's cute. It's nothing complicated. I did add this heart that was made with the painted paper quilt that I made a few videos ago. And so they're great to highlight things. It looks like a balloon and a happy world here. And of course you have Psalm 16. That is great. It's pretty. I like it. I mean, it's just a mix of things. So if you have things laying around that you're not sure what to do with them, make your little book and put them in there and decorate them. So, and I like it that it's so soft. And this will fit in the journal. Let's see what it looks like. Oops, a bunch of threads. And the journal keeps getting bigger, chunkier, much more full and heavier. I would say maybe now it's 5 pounds. Last I mentioned, it was 4 point something pounds. So let's see. Let's add it here into our bag. I have a piece of art in there that I don't like. So let's see. Oh, nice. We can stick it out a little bit. It adds a little extra. That's so nice. Of course, it's going to make the book even heavier and more chunky. I love this book. Let's see. Can we do something else here today? It's getting harder to work in now because it's so chunky. I have a piece of art. It's old that I want to add. Maybe it could go here. Or maybe here. Let's put it here. I trimmed a little bit and I think I overdid it. It'll be okay. Be okay if these blues and reds and blues show. It's fine. I don't have red here, but that's okay. And what I'm gonna do is just add some painted paper back here. Either that or maybe paint this. But I may do that later. I don't know if I can fit that in this video. So let's just glue it. This is sad looking. I don't like these. These are file folders and something definitely needs to be done. I had saved this to do a tulip maybe here. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. And I have this little piece. I'll probably end up painting this because I don't like it. It'll be a charcoal color and we have charcoal here too. Let's see what else. This is there's something we could do to this. I'm thinking, because we don't have a lot more time today, something simple is over here. I've been meaning to do this. This is a pretty big journal. Here, I added this long time ago and I thought I liked it at the moment when I did it. And then a few days later, I didn't like it at all. And I cannot pull it. It's way too stuck. It would ruin the art. So I want to do a big old heart that sticks out and covers this. I just have to figure out what do I make it out of, or maybe put even, I've been gathering more trash, some pieces that I like. Maybe I can just add a piece of trash to this. Just be a layer that kind of covers this. Something like this, I think. I like that. And I can always color these with color pencil. Do some journaling or add some more art. But I don't want to cover all my verse. Probably. Since I can open it, it's okay. The layers on top of it a little bit. I think that's good. There, I think it's better with the green around, a little pop of color, a little art inside, and I glued only this way, like this. I left this open. Maybe we can add something in it if I feel ambitious enough later. So it covers this that I don't like, most of it at least, and that's okay. I just don't like it at all. And I can't believe I liked it one day, but then I didn't. Okay, so that happens. That happens sometimes. But we can cover things and cover most of it, and it's fine. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could pull it off, put more art here, and whatever. It doesn't matter. And that's it for today, I think. I hope that you have all enjoyed this video and that it gave you some inspiration to try some things. And I'd love to hear what you're up to, what you're doing with your art, with your crafts. And I hope that you're very blessed. Come back and see me next time. Give it a like and subscribe if you like this content. You all take care. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.